And
Yeah.
voila. So,
What
quick story on
you
this.
guys up to tonight?
Quick story on this. Been wanting to get you or Shallow Side on the show since probably day one that we've done this, which was 3 years ago.
We made it.
So here's a quick story.
Yeah.
We did our very first show that we did as the Sound, the summer the Summer Throwdown that Kingdom Collapse headlined. The very first band we went after was Shallow Side, but we couldn't make it work. So which I'm not upset. We got Kingdom Collapse to headline it, but
I'm glad you remember that kind of shit, Kevin, because I don't have the brain capacity.
I remember
that
everybody that tells me no. I'm joking.
Hey, I will say
we
this:
couldn't make it work. The day didn't work.
You win the award for most energy backstage by a freaking mile, dude. So way to go.
Is where I live. Honestly, it's my favorite place in the world. Backstage.
Okay, yeah. Well,
Just before it happens, and then it happens, and now we're here. And
where do we start? Where do we start, Kevin? You're the one with the memory. Where do we start?
I will tell you this. I will start with, I want to get the origin story of Shallow Side, because I know you're out of Carolina now, but you started in Alabama, correct?
That's right. Yep. North Alabama. We started our band just like I would think that everyone else would start their band. And it's just some creepy, creaky backwoods shed in this wooded hills area where you got like 5 or 6 neighbors and they hate you because instead of buying that, 150 motorcycle, you decided to get a bass amp. And your friend got a drum kit. So like for no reason at all, the neighborhood's shook and you're just jamming, you follow music and you're not doing anything right. You suck at it. Right. Cause that's how we all started. Like this everything that we was hearing was incredible, but what we were creating sucked ass. But
I feel like I'm watching Bob Ross paint a picture, man. I'm with you. I get it.
Right? But eventually, like you realize that shit doesn't really matter anymore, and you're creating the things that you love, and you're around the people that you love, and you're doing cool shit, and that kind of created the origin stories of where Shallow Side was in North Alabama. So we would play like these parties, and we'd play pop music and rock music and country music and like whatever was like it, right? It didn't matter what it was. We were just jamming. And then eventually it turned into a continuous effort of trying to avoid the police because they would start showing up to these parties before we were. And they were like, hey, we saw your stuff on MySpace. We're like, what are you talking about? So anyway, I had a quick run in maybe in my late teens. I was probably like 19, maybe 20. I had a cop like pull me aside and he was like, listen, like, you're going to keep getting caught unless you just take this stuff to the bar. You got to go to the bar. And we grew up in a dry county. You guys know where Dry County is?
Unfortunately, there's a couple around where we live. Yeah. I feel like it's very unpatriotic.
Wait, so let me know. Where do you guys live?
Okay, so go ahead.
Well, I'm in Biloxi, Mississippi, which is Kevin's hometown as well, but he's currently resides in Pensacola, Florida.
Okay.
Yeah.
We get it. So So I grew up in that Dry County world, and that it was just like bewildered to me that you could go and play at this place that people were just chilling, like hanging out. Like I was thinking like this can't be a thing. That was what they were teaching in like high school about the saloons, right? Like it's not a real thing. And then I was like, yo, we could just lie about our age. We could just roll up in these bars, tell them we're like 21, 22. Like none of us are like, enough to be like good looking enough to be like, bro, you're too young, kid. Like, no, we passed. It passed. Anyway, we started jumping into these like random bars from Birmingham to Nashville to Atlanta to Biloxi we were at when I was watching a video earlier and you were saying those guys were from Mississippi. What was the band? I'm sorry, I'm terrible with
A cult classic.
A cult classic, yes. And I was watching that video and I was like, is this Good Time Charlie's right now? What is this? What is this?
Yeah.
Good
Anyway.
Time Charlie's. Now that's, let me think, Tupelo
Throwback, baby.
or Starkville or Tupelo.
Tupelo.
You
The
know,
place smelled like wet carpet.
I got a story for that one. You ready for this?
I remember.
I did the very first show at Good Time Charlie's. They didn't know they could put a concert in there, and we put Saliva, 12 Stones, and Vision at the time was the opening band. We
Those
put
are
them
the
in
band-
there, and they had no idea that they could do a show. We had to bring the stage in, everything.
Yeah. Yeah. And then oddly enough, that like a carpeted barn held 1,200 people
Yep.
for no reason. Anyway, so that's we basically started that same way, and we continued to spiral and circle and bigger and bigger and bigger until one day we were out of luck, and Sam's in the.
I'm invested in the story. Keep going. Keep going.
You got your Christmas tree up, you lazy shit.
We both got our Christmas trees, bro. How's it going, guys? Thanks for having us.
Good,
on here,
man. How are you doing,
Keep
brother?
going.
Good to see you,
Doing
man.
Good.
Good to
Keep
see
going
you.
with
Yeah.
the story. I don't want to.
Yeah, we're in the middle of the origin story. It's like the first Star Wars. You know, we got to hear about it. There you go.
Yep.
Now you're widescreen.
So we had Saliva in there. Who else did you say was on that first show?
It was Saliva, 12 Stones,
I want to be like you guys right now.
and a band out of Houston, that area just south of Tupelo, called Vision.
Right.
Somebody was just talking to us about them. I forget who it was. They said we got to get in touch with them. Are they still a
Well,
band?
no, that's in Vision.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the one. That's the one.
Yeah. So no, this band was called Vision, but yeah, in Vision probably need to get in touch with too.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, to jump back to the story, it spiraled and just grew and grew and grew, and eventually we wound up out of luck and out of place, and we were in this strange world where northern West Virginia, where Ohio River meets the Mid Ohio Valley right there. We had nothing left, and we were like spent, done, and uneducated and out of our wits. We had trusted a booking agent that we thought was going to fulfill the dates. We placed our money in places that like on horses that we shouldn't have been betting on, and it was like it was the idealistic vision of like this is a failed start. We didn't do it right, and instead of going back to the drawing board, we just like kind of picked up our chisels and started beginning to like grind away at a different like way, because no one was willing to go home. And from that point, we started selling CDs out of like the Suburban that we were traveling in, and we were selling them. But we'd buy those like 100 stacks of burnable CDs. I don't know if like anyone of if you're watching right now in the audience, like you even know what remembering or what like burning the CDs were. We would burn 2 songs on those things and sell them for $1, just panhandling. We didn't even know what panhandling was, and there we were, just like basically being kind of scummy to to everybody. But it kind of worked out, and to the point where we ran into and shout out, Big Rick from the Mid Ohio Valley. Like we ran into him because we're doing these things. And then he ended up throwing us on the radio station that he was working for. And then, bro, it just kind of like took off, and it started growing. And we realized that, radio's got a piece in the pie to this thing. If we want to continue to reach people. We love playing music. We love writing music and creating stuff. And it's just been honestly a wild ride from the start to where we are today. I would have never expected to be where we are, more so be a part of a show where before I was on stage, backstage, we're talking about some of the awesome headliners in the upcoming events, like Nonpoint. Like, bro, awesome.
Yeah,
Here we
that's
are.
a stacked
What's
show right
happening?
there, man. You got
With
tons of
you
killer bands.
goons, man. You guys
Dude, I
got
tell you-
you guys got a history yourselves where it like stretches far enough back. You guys are rock stars, man. Thank you.
Hey, we're trying, dude. We're you know, I play music as well. Kevin has been in radio for years, and we're trying to build something from the ground up that is all about the music. And you know, Sam, you said a stacked show. That when I hear shit like that, that's what really gets me, like, makes me feel proud, because we really did take time, Kevin and I, to put the bill together, because it's like, well, what would we want to see as somebody buying a ticket to a show, right? We had some lineups sent to us, and a couple of them were like, okay, you know, that looks good, but something about it's off. And we kicked around a few different offers before we went with what we did. And that's what we hope. We hope people see that lineup and go, damn, like, you know, I know 3 of those bands are badass. These other 4, I don't know. And I hope when they get there, they go, fuck, those are badass too. We want to create new fans for bleed over on audiences, right? You know, I'm a fan of Nonpoint, but now I'm a fan of Blacktop Mojo, and I didn't even know who the hell they were. That's, you know, that's what we're going for.
Yeah, man, 100%, dude. You got Any Given Sin on there, dude. Gemini Syndrome, bro. Like, it's bangers, dude. Love it.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
And what we've ended up coming up with on that particular side of it is the back of the shirt is actually going to say for the bands and the fans.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Because we want to put the bands in front of the fans. We want the fans to hear bands that they haven't heard or don't know a lot of. And the best thing about it is, and we keep pushing this, is it's $35 for 12 bands.
Yep.
There's
You don't
no
see
ticket
that
fees.
today.
There's no ticket fees. There's just sales tax. You're not
Yep,
going to have
that's
to pay for parking. So you're paying $35 and you get,
What state is taxing it?
Mississippi.
yeah.
Run it up, baby. Run it up, baby. What is that? 6%? What are y'all charging?
7,
Seven,
baby.
7%.
Lucky number 7. You know, we got the casinos down here on the Gulf Coast. So lucky number 7.
They eat. Mississippi's eating, baby.
But
Yeah,
and then you look on top of that. So, and we've decided that the backstage area, it's going to be shrimp and crawfish, and we're gonna feed the bands to Southern hospitality.
Damn.
And we
Can we
want
do
to.
the stowaway situation?
We're just
Hey,
gonna show up.
we just-
hang out in the parking
y'all
lot
just
and,
let us
like,
show up
eat all the
backstage.
food and shit.
Hey,
on.
this is your official invite. It's a VIP access. Come on with it.
Just let
We'll
us
be
know,
there.
man. So yeah, so,
I'm sorry, everybody. Shallow cannot perform tonight. They're backstage.
Yes. Maybe we'll do
Drunk.
like a little acoustic ditty backstage, right?
Those
But
guys
no,
are
look,
100%.
back.
let's jump back to that origin story. So you took us from Dry County, getting busted by the cops, till apparently they shared the revelation with you of what a bar is, because
Right.
unbeknownst to you, that is a real thing. Then y'all start playing in some bars. How do you go from what I would assume would have been grinding it away in bars, right? Just like every other band has done, to get to where you are now? Because we do have an audience here of musicians, of people who are in bands. Like, anytime somebody, in my opinion, gets, I hate to say it this way, but climbs the rung, right? Another rung of the ladder, like, share that with the group and let us know how you did that.
If I could share my secret to success, it would literally be the grind, man. It's that specific sediment that goes back to, we decided not to go back home and refigure how things should be. We picked up our chisels and went back to work. It's not ever gonna just work. And here's, like, you know, for musicians or aspiring business owners, or just people who feel enlightened about, you know, any situation that you're going through in life. And an epiphany I had when I was speaking to my 4-year-old, because you try to put things into terms where they can understand it. So you simplify the idea so much that you damn near come to a brand new idea by yourself. And I was telling her, I was like, you're not going to be great every time you start. You can't,
Right.
because then it's not fun. You got to lose a little. You gotta win just a little, not a lot. You know, you gotta You gotta like get in there and just suck at it. That's part of the, how about this one? This will put a smile on everyone's face. Miley Cyrus said it's about the climb. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it literally is about the effort that you put forward. That's where you start seeing a difference. And if you are amongst people, here's something that a lot of people don't take into consideration when you're working in a team effort. So would be a band. The effort is communicable. So when you see those people putting effort forward, you're going to see return come from them. If no one is seeing a return, it's probably because there's no effort being put in.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
If you're a part of a team, each team member has to put in a percentage, even at their 100%. If there's 10 people on the team, that's 10% at 100%. There's 10% being put in. That means that one team member doing all he can, 9 others suck, team sucks.
That's right.
One
That's
dude's doing really good. The team sucks.
Yep.
No one can win with that. You have to have an effort across the board. And I think that's the thing that you see historically as well.
Yeah. To piggyback off that, like I feel like it's a lot with the relationships and maintaining those relationships, whether it's not just who you know within the industry, but just, maintain those relationships with fans, maintaining relationships with venue owners and promoters and stuff like that. Because like once you make that bond, it's really up to you to determine like when that bond really starts or ends, right? And I feel like from what I've already seen playing with Shallow Side, that it's been so much of that where it's like these people who Shallow Side's been playing with for 10, 15, all these years, and who are now just best friends. And I feel like maintaining those relationships within the industry and within, other bands and stuff like that is key and critical to longevity and stuff.
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't want to bring the party down a little bit, but I'll share something with you that piggybacks off of that. When I was playing back in my band, when we were touring out, playing shows like almost every weekend, 2008-ish, right? We played with a buddy of my, with a band of friends of ours, Jane Doe's Dead is the name of the band, right? 4 guys. We were 4 guys. We played out a lot or whatever. Well, recently, this 2 weeks ago, one of the guys passed away. He had cancer. He died, right? And all of us showed up. We were all there. And it was a shitty time as far as for the circumstance, but to see those guys, the camaraderie, the brotherhood, the love that still exists, we see each other sporadically, but it felt good in a bad situation. If you can understand where I'm coming from. So you're right. Yeah. So you're right. It ain't just, it is about the music, but there's bonds and friendships and relationships that you make. It's not just about record deals and fucking making money, right? Music is emotion and is passion and love. So I agree with what you just said, man. And I just experienced that this week.
Sorry for your loss, bro. It was tough.
Yeah, he's a great dude, man. A lot of people in the local music scene know Yancey. So
cheers to Yancey.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah, for sure. So yeah.
I promised myself I wouldn't drink wine tonight, but fuck yeah.
Sometimes it happens, sir.
So we're going to we're going to play a video real quick from you guys, of course, off the new single, The Worst Kind. So we're going to play that real quick. Then we're going to come back, talk to you guys about that. And then one of my favorite things to talk about and play is cover songs. So I want to talk to you guys about some of the cover songs you've done as well. So, but we're going to play The Worst Kind right now. Here it is. It's Shallow Side, and you're watching The Sound.
Damn.
Love it.
Damn.
So,
Damn.
little history. Little history on that song is the little time it's been out. Let's see. It's been added to WCPR in Biloxi, so they're playing it.
Late to the party. I love Kenny. I'm just kidding.
Octane is on it. Octane is on it. But before CPR or Octane were on it, they were number 1 on our Dirty 30 before any of them.
Hey. Not to mention number 6 on the year end.
Yes, number 6 on the Dirty.
Thank you
30.
for knowing that. That's sweet. That's really sweet.
Hype me up, baby.
Can we unpack that video? Can we unpack that song? Like, fucking nailed it on the song, catchy as fuck. The lyrics are fucking amazing, right? And then the video is great. The video is great. So where do we start? We got you on the show. It's I gotta know.
From the jump, just like I was saying earlier, you gotta appreciate the motherfucking team, the team that was a part of it, man. From start to finish, Jimmy, Dawson, the producer,
Juan came in
Jimmy
clutch
was in.
there.
Yeah, and then Juan with the video, and not to mention the guys, and as well as myself having to travel to make these accommodations happen in such a weird time frame. We were waking up at definitely 5 a.m. to make some type of weird 12 a.m. radio into a video shoot into an 8-hour drive to a radio show, which man, we just woke up into zombies at that point. But it was a lot of work, a lot of effort, but the entirety as a collaborative, the team worked out, and you can see that if you take 1,000 steps back and look at it and be like, damn, what a good piece of art that is right there. And that's because that's a damn good team. Now like running back to where the lyrics come from, I think we've all been there, you know what I mean? In that piece of a relationship where you're just like, can we cuss on here?
Oh, fuck yeah, you can. It's the internet, baby. There's no rules. You could take your shirt off if you needed to.
Man, I don't want to scare our viewers away. I am pasty ginger. Daywalker, however, still ginger.
I feel like that's an easy one. I mean, we were talking about that before. We were talking about writing. Like, what the hell are we gonna talk about? And we're like, well, seems like the best ones are those like angry, like you're just done, those type of vibes. And I feel like it all kind of stemmed from there.
It's more of like an arms folded, yeah, in like an arms folded situation where you're like, sure, it's over, right? It's cool, it's done, it's cordial, it's out.
Yeah, I think.
And then a month later, they call you back, and you're like, "No, I don't think you fucking got me when I told you a minute ago. Shut the fuck up. Sit the fuck down. It's not about you no more. You're over there. I can't forgive you for doing me like that. This is bullshit.
Yeah.
You're a piece of shit." And that's really the sentiment where that song comes from, and where you get that energy from, and where you feel that whole. All of a sudden, and then it's right there, right back in your face. It's very withdrawn. Hold on a minute, boom, right in your mouth all over again. And that was the action, and I feel like we really captured that.
I think it takes a lot to write a I guess like what do you want to call it, a fuck you song or a breakup song or don't come back to me song or whatever, where it's not cheesy and that is not cheesy. It hits, it matches the lyrics match the tone or the vibe of the guitar, the drums, the bass, like it all syncs up together and it's killer. Where's the location? Where y'all at? It looks like a church. A cathedral,
dude, that's the real shit right there. It's because
we are in the sexiest part of Louisville, right? Wait, St. Louis, Missouri. That's where we're at.
Yeah, no, we were in St. Louis. And Juan, we roll up. We didn't know what was going to take place because we show up in this big warehouse and he's got all kinds of tools and tricks and magic. And the next thing we know, he wheels out this giant screen. And I shit you not, I was like, we're going to green screen this shit. But then
that was green screen.
It was a green screen. Whole it was like an actual digital, like, I don't know what it was like that did it. It was like a big TV vibe, but the image quality was so damn good that when I was first looking at it, I was like, there's no way this is going to work. And I like peeped over to the camera to see, and I was like, holy shit, we're in a damn cathedral. Like, yeah.
Damn.
So
I did not know that.
Now.
He's a fucking
me too. I'm going to be looking. But look, our boys in
Juan is superhuman.
Yeah, our boys in Transient, they did like a behind the scenes of their video after it had been out for a little while, and they showed like split screen, like it was the green screen part, then it would go to what the video looks like, and it's like I was looking at it, I'm going, holy shit! I never really thought about the fact that the video that's probably not real what they're doing. It just looks so believable, you don't even question it, and to see that technology has come so friggin' far nowadays. It's crazy.
We would show the BTS for our videos, but Juan, the director, he asked us not to wear pants also. So because he was just going to paint those on there, and so, without underwear or pants on, we just had our tops. So we were just swinging south, because it was hot. It was St. Louis, Missouri, man. It's hot as shit.
We do the same thing on this show. We don't wear pants for this show. It's head up, so it doesn't matter.
I knew I was dressed up for this stuff for no reason.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
There's a reason I sit at a desk.
I mean,
where's the fans? Where's the fan?
Juan's been putting out a bunch of good videos recently. He did the new Saul videos that are coming out soon. He did what else did he do? A lot of good stuff.
Who is this gentleman and what is his company? I'd love to have him on the show.
JT Ibanez. He lives in St. Louis, and he's got a really nice setup. He's a really smart guy, really cool guy too. I'm trying to remember who else he's worked with a bunch of people recently, man. But his name's JT Ibanez. We call him Juan.
Wonder if he's related to the guitar people.
He probably just makes them on the side. I'm telling you,
that's his side hustle. That's his side hustle.
Like his side hustle is the production of.
So you made me go look it up real quick. So JT Ibanez, artist he's directed videos for. POD, Orianthe, Shaman's Harvest, Saul,
Shallow Side, I know that.
Smile Empty Soul, Clint Lowry. So
damn,
all over the mark, man. That and if we were talking about earlier, there are bands that are watching the show. It's more of an industry side show. Yo, look up that dude right there. Is doing real works, and he's staying hella busy too. So jump in.
How'd y'all get hooked up with him? How'd y'all make that contact?
Dawson again.
Who, Dawson?
Dawson is the man. Have you guys had Dawson on the show?
Oh yeah, we have.
Big fans of him, big fans of all his work, big fans of everything he's putting out. And we actually had what we're calling lovingly the UK version of Chris Dawson is Oz Craigs. We just had him on the show. So a lot of the up and comers out of the UK right now that are like you guys and Any Given Sin, saw those bands. Oz Craigs is doing all their work. So we had him on the show the other day because we have Matt James.
Yeah, hey, put him in contact with us.
Matt.
We're going to the UK. Let's go.
Dude, listen, just if Kevin and I just get enough power, if we just get an ounce of it, we're taking over the whole fucking industry from the United States to the UK. So you just, bear with us. We're slowly but surely.
You guys are better people than I am. If I can
it's all about the climb.
I'm burning it all down.
You're burning it to the ground. You just want mayhem. That's all you want.
I'm just burning the motherfucker out.
That's like the Joker, right?
Yeah, dude. Look at how bands like that perform over there. It's absolutely crazy. Who are we just playing with, Boat? Who we were talking about going to the UK with? They're killing it over there. Who do we just play with? Help me out, guys. Slaying it in the UK right now. Absolutely
not Raptors.
Blackstone Cherry. Blackstone Cherry.
Blackstone Cherry. Yeah.
The O2
It's annihilated.
Now those guys have been around for a bit. They've toured the States for a while.
But doesn't that just blow your mind? You see a band in the States who do a great job, and then they hit the UK and they're like, damn, God tier over there. It's absurd, man. I love it.
Okay, I like it. Yeah, that's like David Hasselhoff, who was big in Germany.
Yes.
Remember that? I don't know if you know that joke. That's an old joke. But anyway.
Ooga.
What
this feeling.
Someone's gonna stop him quick.
So
that's David Hasselhoff, baby. Deep inside me. Girl, you just
Dude,
don't.
I swear to God,
realize.
once you fucking press that button, it's just
All right,
no.
Kevin, if when we do the next big show, if they're not on it, I don't want to be a part of it. I'm serious. I'm serious.
In your arms so tight.
If they're not on rocking, if they're not on rocking this down too, I'm not a part of it.
Well, we're down, and even if you just want us to show up backstage and drink, we'll do that too.
Hey, y'all come March 18th. If you don't have anything to do, come down to Biloxi, Mississippi. We'll roll out the red carpet for you. You know,
Great when we're going to be driving through that same area, like the same time. So that
Seriously?
The
Yeah,
last
we're gonna
time
be
someone
home.
said, "Come over," I'm in Biloxi, Mississippi. Bad things happen.
good. That's what we're here for.
Yeah, I mean that's what it's all about.
We're gonna be
Roll Tide, baby.
we're gonna be at the Hard Rock. It's gonna be a great time. It's gonna be a great
The official
great
after
time.
party is going to be at the Hard Rock Casino.
Yeah,
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice. That sounds delicious, right there.
Well,
it is.
we'll definitely show up to that and just for the party.
But so look, let's recap 2022 and then we'll go into 2023 before we wrap things up here. What was the highlights of 22 for you guys from your perspective, and then we'll get into the 23 situation. Tell me 22.
Can I go first, Eric?
Yeah, please.
I feel like talking to Lizzie Hale was like iconic. I don't know. You guys probably have already done that before, but she was so nice to me, bro. I went in for a handshake and she pulled me in for a hug, and I was like,
one of my favorite. So they came down when I was full time in radio. They came down and played a show called Bayfest in Mobile, and we had access back there. And we're meet and greets and shit like that. And I was drinking at the time. And I was like, fuck, I'm meeting Hailstorm. She's like, hey, how are you? I was like, how old? You like a baby? She literally let me cradle her.
Don't you have that photo?
I have that photo, yes.
Oh, damn. I wish you had it queued up and ready to go.
Oh,
we need a guy in a chair back here with all the goddamn photos and shit.
Yeah. He's probably got it. Watch this. He's going to fucking pull it up.
Wait, so wait, hold on.
I gotta go look it up. I don't have it.
So you're just like backstage, just like chilling, hanging out, and then like Lizzie like just kind of like trots by and initiates and just says like, hey, what's good? And then you're like, hey, can I pick you up?
Like a baby though, to make it really weird. Like, can I hold you like a baby? Yeah.
Yeah, it was here it is. Hold on. I'm getting
How old was she at the time, Kevin? Do we even want to know?
This was off their very first album, and she was really young.
Oh man. But you were younger too. I mean,
well, yeah, but still. Where to go?
The 70s still.
Yeah, man. I remember when they first, were first playing shows. Yeah, they're actually close. They're from close to where I live. I live in Maryland.
Oh, there it is. I knew you would get it. Look at that.
More of a champion shot there.
That was before RJ had completely neon green everything. It's crazy.
Damn.
This was the
2010. Yeah, like 2000, 2009.
Yeah, that lineup it had Chevelle there, Pop Evil, and Hailstorm. I think was the three. And I mean, Pop Evil was on their first album. Hailstorm was on their first album. So
Kevin, I'm putting this one on the comment here, so we might have a new hashtag. Kevin's awkward.
Lisa, what's up?
Well, I gotta be awkward.
No, dude. If anything, that's a legendary tale. You don't mistake legendary for awkward. I mean, that's pretty real golden tale right there.
I definitely have my first, like, if we're just like adding to the I don't want to add to it anymore.
Don't add to it. What's 2022 for you? Tell me 2022.
The best part of 22 for me was honestly it was touching the charts. It was touching the charts again, and it's across the board. And I'm not just like excluding or including one versus the other. It was literally seeing our name in those boards again, and here's why. Because in 2018, I was in a pretty nasty like rut. Physically, emotionally, like within the company, it was oddly difficult. Although we were doing very well, it was almost like you could see the train was coming ahead of you. But the engineers that were on board were saying that everything is okay, and you're the only one that's like, no, it's not. No, it's not. We're all gonna die. And, that came to pass, and as that continued to happen, I was fortunate enough to make things and work within the team that I had. Shout out to our management company and labels Source, that is Thermal ENT, to help us in a situation where we were creating an album, and we did that with Elvis Basquiat, and this dude is an absolute legend. We walk in there and create this album and do everything that I wanted it to do, make it sound exactly how I wanted it to sound, man. I was able to say it all, do it all, be it all. It was awesome. And then, like, I don't know if it was the government or the gods or just it was a virus, but fucking shit hit the fan and it wrecked everything, and it was done. Statistically, if you're looking at it from a business standpoint, a successful business lasts 6 years. 80% or more of businesses fail within the first 5 years. They're just done. And entrepreneurs, as a mindset goes, continue to create until they create a fortitude that manifests. Anyway, it was like on the break point. It was done. You know what I mean? You get it. You're starting to see it now. It was over. And then I got a phone call from Dawson, and we wrote some licks together. We got the band together. We put some more music on the boards. We're doing all we can during this COVID situation to play some shows and get together and do all we can. It's just like not enough. It feels like going from playing 200, 250 shows a year to seeing your best mate like once a month, once every 2 months. And other than that, it's just music. You're not even like sharing a cigarette anymore. And you're like, it's over. It's done. But and then we put the song out, and the song hits. You start seeing your name in the charts again, and bro, it's like finally being off the diet that your wife forced you to be on. You know what I mean? You're like, it's beer time, baby. It's December 1st after No Nut November. You know what I mean? Like, we're here. It's ready. We're still with it. And we're still rocking, and it feels right. And now it feels better than it has before. And that's what 2022 brought me. So 2023, I'm expecting that times 3.
There you go. What do y'all have lined up show-wise? What are some of the high points that's already confirmed, booked, whatever?
We got some spot dates coming up in March with Flaw and Scotty Austin, the former.
Oh, that's right.
We got that coming up in March. We got some other festivals and stuff to follow in through the year as they make announcements. I don't think we can announce those things just yet, but that's what we're doing. We're going to be out on the street and just putting feet back on the asphalt, man.
I love it, dude. That's amazing. If y'all are really our way, neck of the woods in March on the 18th, y'all hit us up. Come down here and hang out with us. We'll get crazy. VIP. We'll set up a damn acoustics set or shit. We'll put a drum kit.
That's all that matters to me. I'm here.
Yeah. So we'll hang out. We'll party.
Baby, I'm here for it.
Don't ignore that message when we send it to you asking to come play a show in 23. Because like I said, we're gonna make Rockin' the Sound, this first one, We're gonna make it work, and then we're going straight into the next one. So you guys are on the top of the list for us to get you down here. So, and I mean that single, man, that song is Kevin and I have talked about it. I mean, it's legit. So we appreciate y'all for putting that out into the world.
We got a pocket full of those things, and when we went into write with a purpose, and we got a pocket full. So we're excited for 2023. That's what's coming.
Keep us in the loop. We love to debut, right, Kevin? We love to premiere. We love to we'll give you we premiere a song, we do it on the radio station. We play it on the hour, or once an hour, I should say, right, Kevin?
Once an hour. Yep.
Yeah. So we'll give you the red carpet rollout. Just keep us in the loop.
Hell yeah, man.
Love
Thank you guys.
Carpets now.
All right. Gentlemen, thank you for your time tonight, man. And we can't wait to see what y'all do in 23.
Thank you guys so much for having us, man.
Thank
Absolutely.
you.
Happy holidays and happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
We'll take these tree down eventually.
No, keep it up. Who cares? We decorate ours. We put Mardi Gras decorations on ours at the house and just keep it up.
11 more months. Who cares? It's up next.
Yeah.
There you go.
It'll go by quick.
Yeah.
And if you're on the road a lot, you won't see it that much.
So true. So true.
Y'all
All
have a
right,
good
fellas.
one. Thanks, guys.